Okay.
So I want you to tell me if you know about Kagiana.
So we do, because actually in Mauritius, we have our own version of this, which is so interesting, in the other part of the world. And that's why I love doing these things, seeing how different cultures have bridged some way with either, who knows, back in the days, they shared different things and brought them around the world as people traveled. And we have our version, which is called the rougaille Gisef, which is tomato sauce with eggs.
Okay.
it's that simple.
And
It's
is
very
it
simple.
something that you grew up eating?
Yes, but actually this is something that people, kind of like how Italians have like their frittata that people or parents made for their children at home on the weekends. This is what my mom made for us on the weekend. So it's more of a weekend comfort food, with the brunch, with other, toast and stuff like that.
And did you include the feta cheese growing up?
No, we don't have feta cheese back home. So my mom would probably just throw on some mozzarella, whatever it was at the time. But yeah, we don't have feta in Mauritius, right? So.
But you still add
there
the
is
cheese,
a cheese at the end.
fromage,
Yeah. You have to have fromage at the end. You got to have fromage at the end.
Because you speak French in the
That's
Mauritius.
right. That's
okay.
right. That's right.
So tell everybody at home the easiest way to make this. I have seen my parents make this. I grew up with it, but I've actually never made it.
No?
So
Okay.
yeah, I'd love to know from yourself an
Well,
expert.
I mean, this is really simple. There is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the 6 ingredients. It takes about under 20 minutes to make. It's such an easy recipe that anybody watching this today can remake this. And what I love is that you should be able to bring your children in the kitchen with you, because it's something that I think that the kids will find that it would be something, because children love things with pastas and tomato sauces, like pizzas and things like that. And I think they will really, really enjoy this. I mean, especially when you top it up with some cheese.
If you want to add in some pieces of sausage
Yeah.
or any other vegetables, you can do that too.
You can.
But we're going to make it today simple.
And I can't wait to get this. So let's get this started. So we have the tomato sauce here. And just again, for our ingredients, we have some fresh eggs, we have some sugar, salt, pepper, and unsalted butter, about a tablespoon of there. In the recipe, it called for some ripe tomatoes. Okay, so I need your help, if you don't mind.
Always put me to work. Okay. I'm going to try and do this, but help me and help audiences at home perhaps the right way to
All right, no problem.
get these done.
So what you're going to do is, again, so it's nice and firm. We're going to go slice right halfway, right down the middle.
This way?
Exactly.
Okay.
All right, and then we don't want here for my thing. So I'm just going to borrow your knife just to show you a quick trick. All right, so all I'm going to do is cut half again. All right, and just from the corner, I'm going to cut off the corner. Okay, and then from here, you're going to cut here like this.
Okay.
And then you can even just cut off slices like that. That's fine.
Okay, this is
because
good size.
Because you want the crunch. That's the
we
part
want the crunch.
You want to be able to chew into it. So it's not just a tomato sauce.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Nice.
Okay. And then after that, we got to beat some eggs. All right.
Okay. How many eggs do we typically use?
So for this one, I would say with this recipe, depending how many eggs you want, we only have about a cup of tomato sauce. You can use all of it if not, but I mean, it's up to you how much you want to do. Again, it takes less than 20 minutes. We're going to use 4 eggs. That will easily feed 2 people.
Wow, very good.
Yeah.
Fabulous and frugal.
Right. And this ballpark, it would be about $2.50, $3
per person.
Per person.
And it's filling.
100%.
Okay.
100%. Oh yeah.
Okay.
So you got that. I just need you now. We need our eggs. Let me get a bowl for you.
Okay.
And you have a fork there that you can beat them. All right. So get cracking here, please, Christina.
Okay. So 4 small eggs.
Yeah. Nice.
Does it matter if these are room temperature or not?
It does make a difference. No, it's good. Yeah, no, it does. No, it's a great question. So, what do you think? Taking it straight out of the fridge, get cracking, and then put it on the...
Listen, I'm going to give you an educated answer because I'm a baker. You know that I brought you apple cake today.
Really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
So
really
I
good.
know that in baking, it makes a difference if the ingredients are in the fridge or not. I don't know if it makes the same difference.
100%. No, it absolutely always does. Anytime you cooking any type of poultry, so I'm going to show before you do anything there. Yeah, so let's just move that to the side. Anytime you're doing any type of poultry, you always want to bring it to room temperature before you cook it, because you want to take something that's really cold into something that's really hot. Same thing with your eggs, right? It's coming straight from the fridge. So you want to do is you want to get to room temperature, which we did, which takes about 15 minutes. Okay. There's also another thing about eggs. Okay. So when your eggs, what you're going to do, Christina, okay, is we have to season it. So we're going to add some of the ingredients there, but you don't just start whisking. What you want to do to your yolk is you want to give it a poke, and then it'll easily blend as you're whisking.
Oh, Oh, great tip, chef.
Okay, so you do that, and I'll help you.
You
season.
add in the seasoning.
Yes.
Just one poke is enough?
Yeah, just one poke, right? Get it open, then it's not going to be as disturbing as
And do
when
you
you're
teach
doing.
these types of tips in your school?
I do. Absolutely, especially when I have the children's in my class, right? I mean, in our cooking school, we do all types of things from sushi, Thai, Indian, knife skills class, etc. And so to get a little bit more, yeah, let's get the motor, let's get the motor going, all right? Because I want that opa moment when it's gonna happen, right? So yeah, there we go. Get it nice. Okay, good. So get our heat on. Our pan is warm. I'm gonna drop some olive oil. She says about 2 to 3 tablespoons. I think we're good. That's about 2. That's good enough right there. All right, we're gonna let that warm up before we add our butter. Very important always to preheat your pan. All right, so let your pan get warm, then add your oil. We're letting our oil get warm, and then you wanna add the butter. Always add the oil before you add the butter, because if not, it will burn the butter. Okay. So we're good, getting that in there. Okay, so I'm just gonna, all right.
Always add the oil first and then the butter.
Always
or
add
it'll
the,
burn.
that's right.
Very good.
Okay, so we have that in there. We're gonna let that melt through.
I'm building muscle here. So we got to beat these well, and I think that's a mistake I've been doing. I don't think I whisk enough.
No?
No, I don't think I whisk enough.
Are
Are we looking for froth here?
So, no, we don't want the froth. So what I want is to have a good consistency, a good thickness. So when we add it in, right, we're gonna have, you follow?
Okay.
Now, a good cheat thing you can do, you can even add a little cream inside too, but again, her recipe did not call for that.
Oh, like add cream in the eggs to make it more fluffy?
Yeah, if you want to.
That's good.
Yeah. So when you're doing like, an omelet, for example, or something like that at home, you can. Some people, they keep it even a little bit lighter than cream would add milk. Okay?
Okay.
So we need to get our tomatoes inside.
Okay. So just
All
throw
right.
them
Yeah,
in?
just get them in there. Get that nice sizzle, that's what we want to hear. Okay, we're not gonna cook this to point where the tomatoes are too soft, because again, what it's called for is to be able to, not a crunch, but you want to be able to chew into it.
Okay.
And then we're also going to deglaze, or with our tomato sauce.
Okay.
And then we're gonna need, and you know what the surprising thing is, Christina, with tomatoes, for the viewers, I'm sure you noticed the amount of salt you need to add to bring out that flavor.
Okay.
And I'm not a big fan of cooking with salt, but
Yeah, me
you do kind of need it. So just, a lot of people wonder, if you do, if you don't, but I mean, it's up to you.
Okay, Chef Russell. So our tomatoes are smelling good. They're looking good.
Yeah, that's the nice, right texture that we want to do. Now we got to get our tomato sauce in
Okay,
there.
now are we going to season this?
Yes, I will season it for you because remember I was saying about how we need to add a lot, more salt than usual to get that flavor out. So let's don't be afraid. Get your.
So we don't season in the bowl. We
season in the pan.
So here we go.
Yes.
That's a good tip too.
Yeah. Awesome.
This is not baking; it's cooking. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so I'm just gonna get these chunks of tomatoes inside right here. All right, and then we're gonna let this go about 10 minutes. Now you have to remember something. When I say season, you season as you go. So we're not just like throwing in our salt and like, okay, we're gonna be done with it, because as it reduces, it's gonna get a little stronger, but we're gonna lose it. So you're seasoning as you go.
Okay. So does that mean we're going to season again?
Yeah. Near the end, we will.
Okay.
Yeah, a little pinch here. That's it.
Okay, very good.
Okay. All right. And I guess this is more on the sweet side because there is sugar in the recipe.
So that's interesting. Is that because tomatoes are not sweet enough?
So so I was Italian trained, right, in my culinary experience, and what I was taught was different regions will either add sugar or different regions won't. And I was taught from a place where it was like you never add salt, right? So I guess maybe I don't know if
You never add salt, or you never add sugar?
Sorry, you never add sugar.
You never add sugar.
Sorry, yeah, you never add sugar. Yeah.
Is that for Mediterranean more so?
But I found, I think places in the south of Italy, they'll add sugar, and places of the north didn't. So that's the way I was taught. And I actually, because I'm so used to it, I never add sugar.
You never add sugar,
I never add sugar, no.
So this is more so optional for the viewers at home who want to try this at home.
So I guess if you like it a little bit sweeter, I mean, if that's what you're used to, then sure. But I mean, I I personally
You
wouldn't
don't? Okay.
No. So now we're just gonna reduce the water that we had in there because we're gonna add our egg, and it's gonna be too early right now. So we need to let some of this water evaporate.
Okay.
And we're just gonna let it go low and slow because if not, you're gonna have all these tomato sauce flying everywhere.
Perfect. So how long does this simmer?
So about 10 minutes.
Okay, so we'll see you in 10 minutes.
Yeah. So as you're gonna do it, you're gonna pour it slowly as I'm stirring. Okay.
Is this important?
Oh yeah, very important. Very important. We want to incorporate into the sauce. Okay, yeah, that's it. Get it in. Very nice. And it will start to scramble slowly. So remember, I'm doing this on a low heat. You see it? You see it coming around? Very nice.
So low heat, which is actually critical, because if you do something like this on a high heat, something like I would do, because I'm thinking it's faster, wrong.
No, that's right. And then we're able to just get a nice well balance, and then we're just gonna let it, I'm just turning a little bit, and you'll see that you're gonna get these chunks of scrambled eggs into the tomato sauce.
What is there left to do?
We're gonna plate it, and then we're just gonna add some of our feta cheese on top and some garnish and eat.
So we don't add the feta while it's cooking?
No, it's gonna go on top because we're not gonna melt it in here.
Okay.
Well, you want to taste the feta. Like, it's actually, but I mean, you can if you want to. I wouldn't. I would actually, throw it on top.
I see it getting thicker. Kagiana, looks like it's almost ready. What are our final steps?
All right, so what I need us to do, so this is something I like to do. I like, with cheese, I like to add a little olive oil, you know what I mean? Give it more. So if you want to get the feta in the bowl, you're going to use the fork to crumble. I mean, at home, if you want to, you can just put it in your hands, just break it up.
So just mash it up?
Yeah. It doesn't have to be too smooth. And then I'm just going to come over here to you.
And how long did that simmer for, Chef?
After we added our eggs,
it
was under 3 minutes.
Wow, quick meal.
Under 3 minutes, yeah. Very fast, very affordable, very comforting. But, it wouldn't be minded, to have some sausages in here too,
Yeah, so that would be like a little bit more hearty. Okay.
Okay, so as you wish, you can just, as you want. And if you want to dress it up a little bit, why not? Your favorite herbs. We're just gonna add a little bit of that there, make it nice and pretty. Okay, and then we're just gonna add a little bit more drizzle, why not, yeah?
That looks beautiful.
I need that oppa moment, there you go.
It's very light too.
Yes.
It's very light, so I would definitely add something in there if I was starving, something a little bit more hearty, like a piece of sausage, or maybe some more veggies.
Or even just toast, just toast some bread and then, add it and eat it like that too.
Very good, toasted bread.
That'll be filling too.
Thank you so much, Chef Russell, once again for being my Star Foodie chef today. Chef Russell from PentHouse Catering.
Thank you.